Sinners isn't your typical horror or vampire movie, it's something deeper, something richer. I've been completely obsessed with this movie lately, so much so that I can't stop rewatching it just to catch everything I miss. It's one of those rare movies that leaves you constantly thinking, digging, and discovering. So, here I am again, sharing what I found. I've previously talked about some of the movie's layered symbolism, like the meaning behind the vampires, the contrast between smoke and stack, the guitar, the Spotify page, and the genius behind the set design. So, let's dive into even more hidden details you might have missed. Let's start with the set design. If you found yourself fixated on it during the movie, don't worry, you're not alone. That's the magic of production designer Hannah Beachler, who absolutely outdid herself. She even explained some of her choices in detail. One quote that stuck with me was, "If you think the rust inside and outside the juke joint is just random rust spots, well, my friend, you may want to look closer." What does that mean? Well, Hannah revealed that they use real metal rusted with boric acid to achieve that specific, dusty, weathered look. Impressive, right? But it gets even better. The wall behind the entrance actually features an equalizer pattern, inspired by Smokestack Lightning by Howlin' Wolf. Now, that is next level dedication. She poured her soul into this. Now, here's one that might seem obvious in hindsight, but did you notice the difference between the grocery stores? In an interview, Hannah explained that the contrast was very intentional and symbolic.
When you go into the Black Side grocery store, Bo and Grace's grocery store, you'll notice that a lot of the things being sold are tools, things of labor, things of work.
The Black-owned stores are filled with labor-related products and long-lasting staples: flour, cornmeal, things that could sustain a family through a weekend. Meanwhile, the white-owned stores are designed very differently.
Cakes and fruits, sweet things, books, things of learning and knowledge that are being sold on the in the white store in the white grocery store. So you don't see any things of that are utilitarian or that are tools or that are labor driven.
Here's a cool fact. Bo and Grace Chow's stores were inspired by the gals and mincing of Clarksdale from the 1920s onward. Sometimes showing the audience something carries more weight than telling them, and that's exactly what Hannah excels at. Her work speaks volumes without a single word. Let's talk about Sam and that mysterious post-credit scene. We see young Sammy sitting alone in his father's church, singing a version of This Little Light of Mine. Or at least we think he's alone. He seems to be looking at someone or something. To me, there's an eerie undertone, like he's about to pierce the veil again, using music that has the power to unite a community and summon darkness. There are tons of theories about this scene. One suggests it sets up a storyline where Sammy meets and makes a deal with Papa Legba. Many fans believe Sammy sells his soul. Others see it as a simple, quiet moment of freedom. Some think he's channeling something greater, connecting with another world through his music. Or maybe, just maybe, he feels God's presence in those moments, even if his father sees him as nothing but a sinner. Here's what I think. Sammy doesn't literally travel through time, but when he plays blues, I believe he taps into something timeless. His mind journeys to places we can't see, and this scene might be one of those moments. When he looks up, maybe he's just returning to the present, but I really want to hear your thoughts on that scene. So drop them in the comments. Also, thank you so much for all the love you've shown on my previous Sinners videos. It honestly means the world to me. If this is your first one, check the description. I've linked the others there for you. Now back to Hannah Beachler, because yes, I'm still not over her brilliance. Let's talk about Annie's house, which is far more meaningful than it may first appear. Annie isn't just a side character. She provides food to sharecroppers, healing herbs to travelers, and spiritual protection to her community. She's a guardian, and her home reflects that role. Her house is painted in haint blue, a color rooted in Gullah Geechee folklore. In that tradition, haints, restless spirits, were believed to be deterred by this specific shade, mistaking it for water or sky, barriers they couldn't cross. The color was traditionally made from indigo grown on low country plantations and painted on porches and doorways to ward off spirits. It's not just pretty, it's protection, it's history, and it's spiritual armor. Let me know what you think in the comments below and watch this video next.